Fruma is here. Wait a second.
Give me your money.
Well, Wynncraft just dropped their most controversial update yet, and I'll be honest, I've known about some of these changes for a while. Some I'm very excited about. Some I'm less excited about. But let me give you my actual thoughts on each change. Let's first talk about the most controversial changes. New players will have less character slots. So the original plan was to reduce new players' character slots from 6 to 3. This change made a lot of people mad, and it wasn't something I was a big fan of either when I first heard about it. But after the community reaction to the changelog, it's been changed to 5, which is still lowering it, but I think it's good. Taking away something people had before is never something that will make them happy, but now at least players will have enough slots to try every single class. Next, loot run and raid bonus tokens. These are new consumables that let you refresh your raid or loot run bonus, basically giving you extra rewards per day. I didn't quite understand these until we discussed it a bit more during the beta stream. It seems like they give you more bonus rewards, but it can also stack, which did let people get up to like 50 more loot run pools, but now it's been lowered to 30. Honestly, I don't have a strong opinion on this. I think if it's just getting you a few more pulls, someone without the token could just do a second loot run. But it depends on the balancing, because 50 and even 30 extra pulls seems a bit OP, because I don't want it to be a meta where every player feels like you have to buy something in order to be successful at loot running. That would just kill the motivation to actually play it. Then the loaned ability point perks for ranked players. This change is giving ranked players some of the later ability points early during leveling. This didn't sound problematic to me at first. You unlock points sooner, but you don't get more, and it does lead to some funny moments. For example, I beat the first boss with no armor and not taking any damage on stream because I had more spells unlocked, and yes, it is a bit OP. But, and this is important, it's very problematic for raids and competitive content. But it doesn't give you the points if you're, say, in PvP mode. Still, when it comes to raids, a level 80 player, for example, would be almost as powerful as a level 105 player. But the boss for the level 80 player would still be scaled to level 80. That's a power imbalance. But they have said that they will balance this. But here's my suggestion. Give people the points that they get before even unlocking raids, so at level 54. That way, everyone is on a leveled playing field when you unlock the competitive content. Alright, now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the store changes. The store is now accessible in-game. You can buy everything with Silverbull shares, and this is great. Now you can grind and get previously exclusive stuff without spending any of your own money. And a lot of players have complained about the pricing, but honestly, I'm very happy about this change regardless. There's also a whole new rank, Hero Plus. And it's just a rank between hero and champion with some Q priority and some more champion light perks. It's just a step between existing ranks, so honestly, I don't have any complaints, except that it stole the color from media rank. I mean, come on. Yeah, thanks for that. What am I supposed to do? I want to feel special for having wasted all my time making videos, right? At least give me a rank that has more unique color, right? That's more like a personal problem. Don't worry about it. Then there's armor glints. New cosmetic effects that you can apply to armor, weapons, and helmets. And you unlock them with Silverbull subscription time. These look amazing, but first of all, they don't work with shaders, so it kind of sucks. And you need to be subscribed for quite a while for some of them. You unlock most of them within the first month or the first year of being subscribed to Silverbull, but some of them have a bit of a longer wait time. But I think of it as a frequent flyer perk. Do not subscribe for the glints. Just enjoy them if you get them, but subscribe for other reasons. They also added a world event warp perk for some of the ranks, and that lets you teleport to an active world event so you don't have to sort of run halfway across the world. But it has a 20-minute cooldown. I mean, that's useless if you ask me. You still have to run across the map and run out of scroll charges. I suggested months ago that they should add world event bombs that trigger events for all players so you can do the specific one you want. That would have been way better and also more useful for other players that don't have the perk. Hero Plus and Champion will also get a gathering totem. These totems give a 30% chance of double materials for 5 minutes. That's basically like 1.5 minutes of double materials per day per totem, and Champion only gets 2. I mean, that's 3 minutes of double materials per day. You could just spend 6 minutes gathering normally. It's a nice quality of life, I guess, but not something worth buying a rank for. I kind of would want them to be as useful as regular totems, so you get way more, so it lasts a bit longer, because it does boost it for other players too. So it's not like rank exclusive players only get the materials, it's everyone within the region of the totem, but you barely get any. So what's the point? It's like, okay, you plop it down for a couple of minutes and then it's over. It didn't save you a lot of time. Anyway, and now there's the more endgame stuff. There's loot run trials. A new crimson beacon appears after 20 challenges, offering trials. They apply a heavy debuff until they're completed, but they give amazing rewards like sacrifices and rerolls. It sounds like a super interesting twist, but they're also super hard, and it would probably harm my own runs more than benefit them. Like, you lose a pull every few seconds until you complete 20 more challenges. It's probably a beacon I would personally skip, but if you're a pro, this could definitely improve your runs. Then the Trickster archetype was reworked. A complete archetype overhaul with 3 different types of clones. There's mirror clones that tank hits, shadow clones you can teleport to, and mirage clones that distract enemies. I don't know the damage numbers, but the playstyle looks incredibly fun, so this is a change I'm very excited for. Then there's the shiny mythic tracker store stuff. There's new consumables, a tracker reroller and a tracker resetter for shiny mythics. I don't own shiny mythics, so I can't really judge, but players have said that it would destroy the market and it would suck if you spent hours grinding for a specific tracker just for this to drop. But it sounds like a more useful thing for casual players that will maybe only ever get one shiny, if even that, because then they have a chance to get a tracker they want. So I get why everyone is mad about this. It wouldn't have been a problem if these always existed, but throwing them in now hurts the people that spend a lot of time grinding. So what do I like and dislike about this update? Well, I like the in-game store. It gives free-to-play players access to previously exclusive stuff. I like loot run trials. They're really hard, but they're interesting. I like that they fixed the class slot change. It's still one less than before, but now players will still have enough to try all the classes. So I think it's a reasonable compromise. I kind of like glints. And of course, I like the Trickster rework. What I don't like is the useless world event warp cooldown, glints not working with shaders. Oh, and I forgot to even mention the crate opening animation not working with shaders. I don't like gathering totems being kind of weak and useless. And I don't like the competitive risk with loaned ability points, but I do like them for making some more early game content. But honestly, judging this update, it's not corporate greed. This update was just motivated to afford cooler updates in the future. Not everyone has to be a fan of all the changes, but the fact that they listened and fixed some of the major issues within 24 hours shows that they care about player feedback. So that's my honest take. But the most important thing, the team is listening. When's the last time you saw a game dev fix major complaints within 24 hours and show you their actual salary for the year to prove that they're not motivated by greed? So what do you think about my take? Agree, disagree? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe.